Hey guys, wanted to do a quick update on my Losi 10 MT. I did change one thing on here, and I wanted to show this to you guys. I also wanted to kind of pre-warn you or just let you know about a couple of things that I've experienced since I've been running this thing. The first thing I did was, of course, scoot over here real quick so I don't know where my stand's at. I did change out the tires and wheels. These are the Red Cat Volcano tires, and these are 12 millimeter hex. These are the standard ones that come with this truck, and you see they're literally the same diameter of these. These are a little bit wider, but I probably won't see any drop in performance because they are the same size. But the difference is these are 14 millimeter hex. These are 12 millimeter hex. This gives me a lot more tire and wheel options for this truck than the 14 millimeters. I just wish Losi would go ahead and change that, come out with a version 2. To get these on here, I had to get, you can either get the Losi SCTE or the Rally X drive shafts and stuff, or you have to literally get the complete set because you can't just get one piece. It's going to cost you too much. So what I did was I went to ever popular Dollar Hobbies and I went ahead and purchased the full set. I think it was like 37 bucks shipped. So if you want to fit 12 millimeter hexes on here, you can do that. It's going to cost you about 37 bucks. I'll try to find the link and send it in the description area. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about real quick is the rear driveline on this. So they've done an update to this truck to where this is not like a CVD. It's more of a dog bone, which is pretty good because I've heard people have problems with the CVD linking that's in there. I think the front is part of a dog bone, with this part's the CVD, and it sometimes rips and tears off. The problem that I've seen was, you guys know when I first ran this grub screw came loose, and it actually caused me to strip the rear differential. And Losi sent me another one, which was fine. So I do caution, if you guys get this truck, go ahead and take that out, put some blue Loctite on it. It'll save you a world of headache, because when that came out, it took about a week and the truck was down. Now, the other thing that happened was I did have a heat sink on here, and I was running and jumping it, and the heat sink actually moved towards this way, and it actually got stuck right here on this yoke here. And when that happened, it was just rubbing up against it. It caused a lot of friction, heat. This ended up coming loose. It ended up causing so much heat that it melted this part of the rear gearbox. The bearing came loose, strip diff. Had to get a new rear differential casing, and I went ahead and just ordered a new set of gears. So I wasn't sure if those stripped either. But that was another problem. So if you do put a heatsink on here, go ahead and make sure that it's secure and that it's not going to move, or even a motor fan, because to me, and this is just my personal opinion, this is kind of a bad design because heat sinks will tend to move. And once it hits on that, it's just going to cause you a world of trouble. So I'm going to be looking at a couple of other things to put on here and try to secure it down a little bit better so it won't move. So, but anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about that real quick. The other thing that I did was I do have some 7600 milliamp Lipo batteries that are a lot longer than the standard ones. So to get those to fit, and I do need to make this look a little bit better, but I did cut this off so that when the battery fits in, it'll fit in more at an angle like this and kind of push up on there and still fit, because there's barely enough room. And it's actually the size of a 7-cell flat or 8.4 volt nickel metal battery, like what some of the short course trucks use, to fit that in here because it's such a longer battery. So that's what I had to do to make that fit. Ultimately, I'm probably going to end up trimming this down and making a cap or something for that, so that I can just take the body off and close it on. I know that Losi made this truck so that you wouldn't have to remove the body, but you still got to plug these in. And it's hard to loop this through, etc., blah, blah, blah. It's just a pain to me. That's just my opinion. I'm not a big fan of the whole battery tray under the bottom. If you run this thing in the mud and you clip this off, unclip it back and forth, eventually it's going to get a lot of dirt and grime in there, and it's going to be difficult to close. So that's just my opinion. I've never been a fan of those at all. At least Arma has it to where a pin goes straight through it, but Losi has it to where you clip it here. And I just don't like that because a lot of dirt and grime can get in there, and eventually it's going to become difficult to open and close, etc. So, but anyway, I'm looking forward to running this again with these on there. I'm not sure of what the temperatures are going to be. Tire diameter is still the same, but I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to run this thing. I'm just probably gonna run it on 3S to see how everything holds up. But I mean, so far, like I said, the truck is good. It does handle well. It just has those little small issues. But the main thing is to go ahead and put some Loctite on that grub screw, because if that comes loose, or when it does come loose, it's just going to be a world of pain. So anyway, guys, as always, don't forget to like or dislike, subscribe if you have not. If you have one of these, let me know what you've done to it so far. If I keep it, I'm going to eventually upgrade the shocks and put sway bars on it and all that, put some of the parts from the SCT in it. But we'll see how that goes in the coming weeks. So thanks, guys, for watching.